Today we're talking about hospitals in San Antonio, Texas. My name is John Mello. I am a San Antonio realtor. Many times I get questions from my clients asking, what are the best hospitals? What are the worst hospitals? And just plainly, what hospitals are near major freeway systems here in San Antonio? So instead of talking good or bad, I'm going to leave that up to my fellow San Antonians. That means you give us the chisme on what you know about these hospitals, good or bad. And actually, I would like for you to chime in and tell us even so, what other hospitals we should look into, what other hospitals should my clients look into, which ones should we avoid, which ones should we go to. Without further ado, 6 hospitals in San Antonio, Texas. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. The first hospital we're going to focus on is in downtown San Antonio. It's Baptist Medical Center at 111 Dallas Street, 78205. If you take a look at a map of downtown, you'll see that a lot of these major facilities are along this small section of 35 that runs through downtown San Antonio. One of the cool things about this is that you can quickly get in and out, but you do want to be very, very cautious on high traffic days, because if there's emergencies or anything like that, that will definitely pose a problem. But at times like midnight, or even at times around 8 o'clock at night, traffic tends to slow down a little bit more. But during the day, this will be a serious problem, if you have an emergency, that is. So this particular hospital is a 4.1 on Google. It's considered high performing in 9 procedures and conditions, including but not limited to prostate, hip and knee, lung cancer surgery, and emergency room services. So it's an entire system of hospitals. If you're new to San Antonio, Baptist is a huge company here. They have 623 beds total, and at least the downtown location has been open since 1903. For the rest of the video, I'll be telling you how long it'll take you to get to the hospital from downtown San Antonio. So this next hospital, we're going southeast to Mission Trails Baptist Hospital. It's at 3333 Research Plaza here in San Antonio, 78235. So it's 7.9 miles southeast of San Antonio on I-37 South. And on a non-busy day, you can get there in about 13 minutes. It is important to consider traffic times whenever you're making decisions about hospitals. This particular hospital actually is not quite on the freeway, but rather there are a couple of streets that you have to take. So it is very important for you to study the freeway and the couple of streets and really familiarize yourself with the area. There are some high traffic areas, especially along Southeast Military Drive during the week and even on the weekends. So Mission Trails actually has a 3.0 rating on Google out of 785 reviews. So among their services, they do have an emergency room. They focus on neuroscience, cardiovascular, orthopedics, and physical therapy. Their website says they've been open since 2011, and before that, they were located along South Cross at Southeast Baptist, which was a much smaller facility, so they have really upgraded and tried to be closer to freeways and busier traffic, especially in the area where they are building quite a bit in that particular section of San Antonio. Next, we go to the southwest side of San Antonio to Texas Vista Medical Center, originally Southwest General at 7400 Barlight Boulevard, San Antonio, Texas, 78224. It is 13 minutes outside of downtown San Antonio, 8.8 miles southwest. Take 35 south from downtown, exit on Barlight Street, and make a right. This particular hospital has a 3.5 rating on Google out of 924 reviews. Their website says they major in emergency room care, cardiology, orthopedics, maternity, and primary care. Their website also says they've been around for 40 years. As I mentioned, they used to be called Southwest General, and they have 325 beds. This hospital is near a freeway. It's very quick to get there, and although 35 South does have traffic during the normal peak times, traffic times coming home, going to work, that sort of thing, it's a fairly fluid freeway, not like you would say in Medical Center where there's a lot of traffic and you never know what you're going to expect in Medical Center. This particular hospital also has different ways to get in it. There's Military Drive Southeast, or you can quite quickly get off the freeway and take that small street on Barlight. It's a very small street. You'll get there very quickly. Next, we go to the far west side at Cristus Santa Rosa Hospital and Emergency Room Care at 11212 Texas Highway 151 here in San Antonio, 78251. It's 22 minutes outside of downtown San Antonio, 17.5 miles, just take Highway 90 west and then take 151 and go outside Loop 410. It has a 2.4 rating out of 859 Google reviews. Among their services, they focus on diabetes, digestive, breast imaging, orthopedics, and birthing, and of course, emergency room care. Although we were unable to find out for sure how many beds they have, the Leapfrog Group website said that they had 150 beds. So if you're curious about that, I encourage you to look into it further. So as far as traffic, I will tell you this, it is right off the freeway. I have been by there a million times. But I will say this, there are 2 lanes going one way and 2 lanes going another. Those areas are highly congested during peak traffic times, and really, I've seen traffic there even at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so you do want to be really careful about when you go or how you're planning your day when you go in that direction. At least for now, 151 only has 2 lanes one way and 2 the other, and I actually think that someday this is going to change very soon because it is a highly congested area. This part of town is very much on the move and it's growing at a very, very quick rate. So now we're going to go northwest to University Medical Center. It is at 4502 Medical Drive here in San Antonio, 78229. It is 16 minutes outside of downtown San Antonio, 10.7 miles on I-10 West. Make a left on Medical Drive. This is a very busy hospital, I will tell you ahead of time. There is a lot of residential areas here, and aside from that, I-10, the I-10 corridor is always jam-packed, at least during certain times of the day. So you definitely want to make sure to look at this on the map. The good thing about Medical Center, where this hospital is located, is that there are actually a lot of different sections where you can enter, like a spider web. There's a lot of different entry points into the area that is Medical Center. So this is actually a hospital that has a 2.9 rating out of 1.3K on Google reviews. Among their services, they focus on pediatrics, diabetes, and endocrinology. And their website says they are leaders in transplant care, pregnancy, and childbirth. This particular hospital, or at least the system itself, has been around since 1917, and they continue to grow just like Baptist has throughout the years. So I'm not really sure if they're rivals, but they certainly are usually the 2 top contenders, or the 2 that are usually talked about in San Antonio for those of you that aren't from here. There are a lot of other facilities, but these 2 names seem to come up quite a bit in our town. For this last hospital, I wanted to talk about a place on the northeastern part of town, but I wanted to go really far out. However, I have a lot of clients that are military personnel coming in from other parts of the country, and this would be really important information for them. So the next hospital I'm talking about is Brook Army Medical Center at 3551 Roger Brook Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78219. It's 11 minutes outside of downtown San Antonio, 6.6 miles northeast on 35 North. It got a 3.8 rating out of 514 Google reviews. And so this is the United States Army's premier medical institution. It is a humongousOid facility. It's the Department of Defense's only Level 1 trauma center, and they focus on preventative, urgent, and emergency room care, and even primary care. The hospital boasts 425 beds, and it's a facility that was built in 1937. So this particular location is very close to downtown San Antonio. It's very quick to get there. Of course, again, there's the keyword of traffic, and that area is a little tricky because you do take 35 north to get there, but it's right before 410, and that particular Loop 410 section is very confusing and strange, and it requires you to really memorize the area to get a grip on it. It certainly took me a lot of years to understand how that freeway system works. It's very easy to take a wrong turn or get lost. So if you can, try and familiarize yourself with the streets. This is a very older facility, and so it's very easy to find streets to get there if you prefer not to use the freeway system. San Antonio and beyond, now it's your turn to chime in and tell us what you thought about those 6 hospitals. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be eternally grateful. And don't forget to call me for all your realtor needs. Again, my name is John Mello. I am here in San Antonio, Texas. Have a great day and thanks for watching.